Hi everyone, welcome to another edition of Musical Idols on your family station IETV. I'm your host Robin Singh, and today my dear friends, with me on the set of Musical Idols is the goddess of chutney, very young, very beautiful, very talented, an artist who is known throughout the length and breadth of Trinidad and Tobago and internationally. Let's welcome Artie Butkun.
Thank you so much for having me. It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure to be here. I'm so excited.
Thank you very much. Okay, so Artie, today we want to talk about, let's about viewers first of all know who is Artie Butkun and where you reside.
Artie Butkun is a Grandy girl. So those of you who know me, I grew up in Grandy.
Okay.
And I always, how to say it? I'm always the Grandy girl. I always enjoy myself. And you hear me? Yes, I'm the Grandy girl. I'm the chutney artist, the goddess of chutney. When I hear Artie Butkun, hey, represent Granny, that is me.
Nice. Nice. I know Artie Butkun is really a big artist today, but tell us, how long you have been in the musical industry in Trinidad and Tobago?
I have started singing since I was the age of 12, and then I took it professionally when I was probably around the age of 17, 18 and stuff. Yeah.
Okay. And which was your first band that you started music with?
Well, I had performed with Naya Zamana first. There was also a Grandy band, and from there I branched off to the Rampasad. Now they are in the art.
Oh, the Rampasad in Arden?
Yes,
okay.
But they were the Rampasad at the time. In the art is what they formed after. So I had been performing with them for a good while. I have learned so many things from Teddy. You know, he's like a dad as well too.
Yes, Teddy's an icon.
Full respect to Teddy. And I think, and then I went on to Mellowbugs.
Okay.
I then went to Trevani, then Beamers. Yeah.
Okay.
So I performed with a lot of bands, but I also did a lot of solo performances as well too.
All right. But could you remember like what year you started your singing career?
Well, let me say at the age of 17 years. I wouldn't give the age.
No, don't tell us your age, yeah?
Yes, because if I give you the age, then you will be checking back the years and let me go down there.
All right, nice. But you have been singing for at least more than 15 years,
yes,
as
more
I would
than
have
15
known.
years, yes.
All right. And what pumped you into the singing industry?
Well, my father, we come from a musical background. Our family was really, you know, when it comes to the traditional, when it comes to the Indian art form, we grow into it. So my grandmother, my Artie, she was the first woman to ever form the women's chowta group. My dad was always a religious person. I grew up in the temple. So, you know, learning Hindi, singing Hindi music was always a easy thing for me.
Okay.
Yeah, so, you know, being in that art form is like butter and bread.
Nice. Okay, friends, so our guest on set on Musical Idols today is the goddess of chutney, Artie Butkun. As we continue our conversation with Artie Butkun, very shortly, I want to take a break, very short break, and we will be back with Musical Idols. Okay, friends, welcome back to Musical Idols. On set with us today is the goddess of chutney, Artie Butkun. Artie Butkun is going to introduce the next song that she's going to perform and highlight for us today. Artie, tell us about your other song that you're going to perform for us today.
This song is Dekata Hai Tu Kya. I had sung it with Zola. She is an artist from, she's more in the soca era. And at the time, she had a very popular song, which is Wind Up On Me.
Okay.
But we did that collaboration because now with the modern type of music, what goes is what, you know, what works for you. So this song is Zola and Artie. Take it ahead together.
All right. So, my dear friends, on your family station IETV, Musical Idols, let's present Artie Butkun.
Mellowbugs Music Machine.
Well, yeah, this is a girl Zola and Artie with the Mellowbugs family. Keep working and wind up on there. Keep working and wind up on there.
Mellowbugs Music Machine.
This is the remix.
Thank you very much, the goddess of chutney, Artie Butkun. What a number, what a number. Artie, I remember that song to be a very popular song, a big hit.
Yes.
I remember on the airwaves of many of the radio stations, that song was even #1. Tell us something more about the number.
It was actually #1 on most of the radio stations because it was very popular. People love the styling of the music.
Okay.
This song was actually done 12 years ago. We did this video in Shagaramas. I actually did it. We shoot the video live on a boat. The experience was so, how to say it, overwhelming. Working with the artist Zola as well too was a first time experience actually doing a collaboration with an artist like that, you know. And then the song hit so mainstream, so international that the first time I ever performed that song internationally was in Holland.
Holland.
Yes.
Okay, speaking about Holland, Artie, tell us about some of your experiences on those international shows that you perform and some of the things that you experience.
Well, being an artist, going out there, especially as a female artist, my experience, they baby you.
Okay.
In the sense that they want to make sure that at the end of the day,
You're
you
quite
are
good.
well taken care of.
Yeah.
And that's one thing with most of my performance internationally. I have been to Suriname, Guyana, Miami, New York, Canada. I've been to Holland. So, you know, where the party is where we go.
Nice.
And they love the artists in Trinidad. They love our performance. They love how we interact with them. They love our slang. It is, wow, it is breathtaking because, you know, down here in Trinidad, you'll perform for like probably 10,000 people, 20,000 people. But when you go to Suriname and you go to Guyana and stuff, you perform for like 43,000 people and more.
Over 40,000 people.
Yeah.
That is like international show here as
And the
well.
first time I actually saw snow was in Holland.
Holland.
Yes, because all the years I have been performing, I went to New York so many times, Canada, I've never seen snow, and I was so excited to see it in
So
Holland.
for you, seeing snow in London was a great experience.
Yes.
All right. So tell us about some of the bands you perform abroad with.
There were plenty bands from their country because in Suriname, for example, they speak Dutch.
Okay.
Right, and they speak Surinamese. So, and they speak a little bit of Hindi as well too. So you will not understand most of the stuff that they're singing, but most of them, like Surinamese and Holland, they're like family, like ring on finger. So most of them will speak like Hindi. They will understand the Bollywood side of music when it comes to the Hindi. And for us, that's like where we from because I mean, we sing a lot of cover versions when it comes to Bollywood songs.
Right.
So, you know, the music, the styling, the bands across there, like they have freestyle, have No Mercy in Suriname, and these bands as well too, they're very professional, just like the big bands here in Trinidad.
Nice. So what you are saying, in all those countries you have performed, they are very appreciative of our local music
They
here.
love Trinidad and Tobago culture.
Trinidad and Tobago culture, love it.
You know, when you go there as an artist, and I mean, so you wear in the red, white, and black, you fly your colors proudly because when from the time they hear, oh my God, artists from Trinidad, that show is going to be sold out.
Okay, nice. I understand this because many of our local artists are always traveling abroad.
Yeah.
Just before the pandemic, there was a lot of demand for our local artists.
Yes.
So I will understand they have to be loving
They
something
actually
about
like
our
our
culture.
style, like I said. They love the fact that, you know, artists like me, for instance, I don't stand up and sing.
Okay.
I will move, and if I find that crowd not moving, I move in with that crowd.
Nice.
Bet your bottom dollar, I am going there.
Right. So I have no doubt to disbelieve you because I remember when Artie Butkun made her big hit about 15 years ago. She sang a song, Who is Pusungi?
Yes.
So I believe you that you're swinging here, there, and everywhere. So tell us today, tell our viewers, who is Pusungi and what give you the idea about Pusungi?
Everybody asked me that, and to be honest with you, that was so long ago. I think the name that came like a nickname. My dad, he always with me in my music career and stuff. So he's always finding silly names to call people, and I believe at that time he had mentioned that name Pusungi, and there was this song called Who the Hell is Kim?
Okay.
So with Who the Hell is Kim, I said, who the hell is Pusungi? And then, you know, the lyrics just started coming. And before you know it, I had a hit song.
Hit song.
Yeah.
Okay, nice. I remember Pusungi was really, really a big hit
Yes.
on all of the East Indian radio station
Yeah.
of that, and at that time it was really a
because
big
I
hit.
remember going to parties and stuff. There's a call, look Pusungi going there,
Yeah.
look Pusungi, you know, they started to mock me name and started to call people, but it was popular because all I show business fees.
But I think in him Pusungi came very popular
Yes.
after you have sung. It was like a regular name.
Yes,
So, Artie, give us 2 lines of your beautiful voice, so our viewers will hear you off the music
I
industry.
have so many songs, so you have
Any
to
2
be...
lines you choose to give us that, so our viewers will know Artie Butkun is singing in studio
Well, I
live.
have a new collaboration that's coming out very soon with
Okay.
an artist from New York.
Okay.
My sponsors abroad, they from Suriname, and it's actually one of the popular songs from Neha Kaka.
Okay.
So actually doing it in more like the styling of music, because you know Afro music is taking over and the Afro beats. So we incorporate the Bollywood mix with the Afro beats to go for the younger and for the older people.
Nice.
So the song has been like कुछ सोच के बोला होगा तुमने, ये प्यार भी तोला होगा तुमने, इसमें तेरा गाता मेरा कुछ नहीं जाता, ज़रा प्यार हो जाता तो दिल से ही नहीं पाता.
What a beautiful, beautiful voice. No
That's just a
wonder,
teaser.
no wonder you're the goddess of chutney.
The name Goddess of Chutney, actually, it was a war back then when chutney music was reigning. You remember when we used to go on stage and perform for Chutney Monarch.
Right.
And those days was the Triangle and South. When you hear all those big artists like Drupati and everybody on stage, you know that, okay, those were the Chutney days. And each female artist wanted a title.
Okay.
And each female artist called themselves someone, like who will be a queen, who, you know, they name themselves. But the name Goddess of Chutney, a DJ called DJ Sean,
Okay.
he actually gave me that name.
The
And
goddess
when-
of chutney.
Yes, because he said, every song you bring into me, Miss Butkun, you are bringing hits.
Hits after hits.
Hits after hits. Because that year I came out Dekata hit. Then I went to Gaon Nachure, then Mary Potterly, then Mousy Breakaway. There were a lot of songs, and at the time, most of my hits came from Mellowbog's band.
Okay.
Mellowbog's was one of the reigning bands. Whenever you hear bands on stage, when it comes to Gears Gone White and all these events, you always hear in big bands like Mellowbog's, JMC Trevani, Dilly Nadan, Karma. You always seen those were the top bands, Gaia Tones, they were the top bands when it comes to the more popular events.
Okay.
Yeah.
But Artie, over the years you have been performing in this local music industry. How many hits do you feel that you have?
I think all my music, for me personally, are hits because it all comes with a smile and it comes with a warmth and a greeting that, you know, but the performance as well, when people see artists like myself performing, they're like, wow. You know, they enjoy the music. So I wouldn't say I don't have no hits. I say all my music is
All
hits.
your songs are hits.
Yeah.
Well, I will not doubt you because you carry the name the goddess of chutney, and I
Yeah.
think that was really one of the best names that anyone could
Yeah.
think about, the goddess of chutney. I mean, you live up to that name.
Exactly, and a lot
Yeah.
of people say, you know what, when I see you as an artist, you're so humble, you're so professional in your art form, the way you carry about yourself. It's like, yes, I have my parents looking at me. I grew up in a Hindu background and temple, so I had to have the respect for the elders, you know. It's like, okay, I hear you.
Okay, friends, you are viewing Musical Idols. Our guest on set today is the goddess of chutney, Artie Butkun. So once again, we're going to highlight a very beautiful song with Artie Butkun. So, taking the voice of Artie Butkun.
चली जाओ रे
Wow, what a beautiful song, what a very popular song. No wonder she's the goddess of chutney, Artie Butkun. Artie, elaborate a little bit more on that song. That's really a beautiful song.
That song is total bacchanal song. When you hear that song in any event, you start in the chip to that one time.
Okay.
One time.
So what you are saying, if you perform on an event and it's not going so good, for the time Artie Butkun hit the stage with those kind of songs, it's bacchanal time.
It's bacchanal time, it is. And you know, the strange thing about being an artist is that you have to be, how to say it, mental. In the sense that you have to be that character to be able to entertain. And it is a hard job.
I agree with you, because so many times you might go to shows and people not in the mood as yet. And sometimes the artists are singing their life out and people just not listening, they're not dancing, not taking.
I went to plenty of events already, and like wedding events, and everybody's sitting looking pretty, you know, they're just dining or whatever. For me, time I had to sing, and I sang my first song. Okay, nice, I give all it, nice and mellow. But I'm watching, I sing the second song, okay, I see a little chip. By the time I'm ready to sing the third song, and I reach the chorus.
Get ready.
Everybody, if you ain't getting off your chair, I pull you off your chair. And that is me. So I, not only on stage, I just interact a lot with the crowd as well too. So
nice, very nice. That is why they have to call you the goddess of chutney. Because you're only singing, you're acting.
You have to actually love what it is you do.
Exactly so.
You know,
exactly
it just don't come just like that. And I have gained experience. I had my bad times on stage, I had my good times on stage, but it all comes with the experience being an entertainer.
Nice. So Artie, tell us something. What Artie Butkun has planned for 2022 for the next few upcoming months?
Well, for a little while, no one wasn't hearing about Artie, and I actually have a lot of things. That's how I now come back out. I have a lot of recordings that's going to happen very soon with international artists, local artists. I don't want to sell it out.
Okay.
You know, I don't wanna say who are the artists and stuff.
Nice.
But I always like to think outside the box.
Right. But you can at least tell our viewers what you have planned and what to expect from Artie Butkun in the upcoming months.
If you know Artie Butkun music, you will know it is not dull.
We are aware of that. We know that.
It is always that fun party type of music. And I could definitely tell you that look out for the goddess, because it's non-stop. Trust me, it is non-stop and it's fire down the line.
Oh my God. Okay, friends, so you are viewing Musical Idols. Our guest today is Artie Butkun. We are going for a short break and we will be back. Okay, friends, welcome back to Musical Idols. On set today with us is our guest, the goddess of chutney, Artie Butkun. So Artie, tell us something. Did you attend any of the singing competition, local singing competition in Trinidad and Tobago?
I was actually, I entered the Chutney Soca Monarch competition. And my first song that I ever recorded and entered the competition was Benny Hey Piari, and at the time I was with Beamers.
Okay, could you remember like what year that was? You entered the
No, I can't remember what year, but the thing about it is that when it came to the competition, there were always a lineup where I always end up fourth.
Fourth?
Yes.
Okay.
I always end up fourth. In all the competitions, there were never like 6 or 7 or anything like that. It was always
so
fourth.
what you are saying, before you enter any local competition, you don't know your place?
Well, apparently, because I mean, they say you always enter any competition, and as a female artist, like they just have to put a female artist there. So here, what we're going to put Artie, because she is one of the artists who is she's non-stop.
So that was the only local competition you entered over the years in the local industry.
Yes.
So most of your performances is abroad.
Yeah.
Most of your.
I focus on more performing with my band at the time, Mellowbugs, and I had performed with other bands as well too. But I never wanted to label myself as a competitor.
Okay. So what you're actually saying today, Artie Butkun is a freelancer?
Yes, I am. I am a freelancer.
So if somebody should want Artie Butkun, they call you, hire you, and you will be there.
For all types of events.
For all types of events, whatever, you will find your music.
Yes.
They will find you as the singer, you find your music, and you will attend whatever show.
The thing about myself is that I don't label myself as just one style of music. So
Okay.
I do like chutney, I do Bollywood,
Okay, do Bollywood
I do
music.
reggae, I do soca, I do everything. When it comes to the all-inclusive part, so if you want a birthday package, you want birthday, whatever you want, I give it.
Okay, so same Bollywood. Could you give us 2 lines of Bollywood song? 2 lines of Bollywood song.
2 lines. What is it? 2 lines? What song?
Any
What's your
Bollywood
favorite
song.
song? What's your favorite song?
My favorite song would not be your favorite, so sing your favorite song.
So just for you all to note, viewers, Mr. Robin is like a dad to me because he knows me like
Ever since.
and to be honest with you, he's like he knows what he's saying. So I'm like, okay, this is so strange. I'm actually talking to this is also an icon. कभी कभी मेरा दिल में हया न आता है.
You see what I mean? Not only goddess of chutney, but she will not be known as the goddess of Bollywood. Kabhi kabhi mere dil mein, sometimes and sometimes again. That's the meaning of a song. Okay, folks, so you have been musical idols on set with us today is the goddess of chutney, Artie Butkun. Artie, anything you would like to say before you come off a
I
set?
would like to ask you, we have to do a song together.
Okay, you want to
We
do a
have
song
to,
together
yes,
with me?
we have to do a nice Bollywood package, you know, old and new. So that's something to look
So that's one
forward
of your
to.
plan for 2022?
Yes, 2023.
Nice.
You know,
Nice.
2022 you can say nearly done, you know, so you could,
No, but this time of the year is when chutney is about to start.
yes.
The chutney time is where you
Yeah,
start
because
around
after this
September,
pandemic,
around
everybody
October.
was hungry for
Yes,
it.
we had 2 years of pandemic and everything was kind of shut down. And I think
Yeah.
people are really, really looking forward for the industry to reopen. I think this is the time for it, which could be like around maybe September, October.
Yes,
Because
yes.
we have the Christmas season.
Because
and-
I have Suriname. I'm going back in Suriname next month. I have 2 shows in Suriname. In November, I'm fully booked out. I'm Suriname and also Holland. So December month, I'm actually taking a breeze off for my 2 kids.
Okay.
So-
Well, yeah, about that bookings you are explaining to me, you think you have time to do a duet with us?
I will make time for you. You don't worry. I'll make time.
Okay, friends, so you are viewing the goddess of chutney, Artie Butkun, on the program Musical Idols on your family station, IETV. I'm your host. At this point in time, I would like to say a very special thanks to our cameraman, to our editor, and to our director, VRS, Vidal Recording Studio. That's the man behind Musical Idols. On behalf of Artie Butkun, on behalf of Robin Singh, on behalf of your family station IETV, I'd like to say have a good one as we leave you with the voice of the goddess of chutney, Artie Butkun.
Mosi breaker, mosi getter, mosi break away. Mosi breaker, mosi getter, mosi break away. Mosi break away, mosi get away. Mosi break away, mosi get away. Arre, Butkun ki raat, Butkun ki raat, Butkun ki raat.